the way I see it, there are two distinct possibilities going on. The first is that Hot Ones is just literally not going to do a thing today, so they can really get everything ready for when the season finally does start, possibly near the end of this month. I'm thinking today's the 9th, 14 plus 9 would be 23, so there you go. The other explanation is they're purposely not updating any of their social media stuff like Instagram and such because they want to keep everything under wraps and keep it a surprise. Now, personally, you know me, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Of course I think it's the latter. But who am I kidding? It's the former. Ah, boy. Such a bummer. I love Hot Ones. I miss it. Like, I need that hot wing goodness in my life. Hot wing goodness. Well, I do love wings as a whole. I mean, they are my hors d'oeuvre of choice, so yeah, I could, I'm hoping. Don't get me wrong. The good people over First Sweet Feast need time to get everything ready. We need to be patient. And it's a real shame, too, that there's nothing going on because I would love to do, like, another list of celebrities that I would like to see. But sadly, it's not going to happen this week. Again, here's open next week. So, yeah. Actually, let me do some. So, best case scenario, the latter actually does happen, and they really are keeping stuff under wraps for a surprise for today, if you will. And therefore, season 11 would start next week. Worst case scenario, they really, really, really want to make sure that everything's okay. So we have to wait until, let's see, 2 weeks would be the 23rd, January 30th, which is also a distinct possibility. Well, regardless, there's going to be plenty of days for me to do videos until then, so that's going to be nice. Seriously though, I can't believe I'm almost on day 740. I mean, I think so far what's easily made these 100 days fly by is the fact that it was, December, Christmas, the holiday season, stuff like that. And, I mean, let's be honest, I love that time of year. So we got to maintain a positive attitude. I love that. So I guess ignorance really must be blessed because, hey, we're already almost a third of the way through January. That's pretty cool. Fun fact about today. Today was actually the day I was supposed to be born. Yeah, I was actually supposed to be born on January 9th, 1990. I just happened to be born on December 28th, 1989. So, yeah. That's pretty neat, huh? I mean, my mom knows the story Actually, I never did tell you, one thing we did at my party on Sunday. See, one of my relatives, who might as well be referred to as the master of ceremonies, and he knows who he is, whenever he throws a party, he likes to come up with a little quiz, or a game, if you will, where, and I actually did go over this when he and his wife, which makes them both, they're both my cousins, to be specific, when he and his wife celebrated their Ruby anniversary, that's their 40th one, by the way, in case you don't know, where the questions include, what was the price of gas at that time? Or how much was the price of milk? What was an historical event that happened, etc. So, we basically had a miniature version of that at my party. It was only 6 questions, nothing too major. The questions that my mom had asked before for me was foremost, I couldn't answer any of these questions because I know what the answers are, obviously. So everyone else had to guess. One question was, actually, you know what? Feel free to pause the video and look up the answer to the question if I'm wrong. After I ask the question. Hold on, before I begin, I forgot to do the intro. Happy Thursday, everybody. Can't forget that. So one question was, what day of the week was I born? What day? Not the date, the day. The date you already know is December 28th. But what day of the week was 1989? We don't know. Well, you could probably just look it up on again, you could probably just pause the video, look up on your phone or your computer, and then comment on what it is. Another one that no one's going to get is, what time of day was I born? Yeah. See if you can figure out that one. I mean, a few people actually do know this, but that's because they're my family, and of course they would know. This is one question that my mother had contemplated asking, and she did, but she did it in a way that was, wrong. See, one question that she asked was, what was a significant historical event that happened in 1989? Now, a lot of people, and I do mean a lot of people, if you really are that big into history, will know that in 1989 was the fall of the Berlin Wall. That's not what my mother ended up asking, though. She reworded the question so it asked, what significant ecological event happened? Now, there was one of two particular answers you could have said in order to be right. I don't want to give them away because, I want to see if any of you guys can figure it out. Let's see. Another question was the price of gas around the time I was born? What was the number one hit song on the Billboard Top 100 that year, the year I was born? Hint for you. Not once did it ever reach number one, but reached number one of that whole year. Actually, it's wrong. It's not once during the week did this song reach number one. However, for the entirety of the year, it was number one. I'll give you a hint. It's from a Broadway show. So, let you work your magic on that one. And, I know there was another question. What was it? Song, event, gas, time I was born, day of the week. There's another one I'm definitely forgetting, but what was it? Shoot. Oh, right. This is one you're going to get. This is one you'll easily get. What was my favorite football team before the Dallas Cowboys? That's what it was. So, there, I've already mentioned that story like half a dozen times during these videos, so you'd probably be able to figure it out. So, yes. So, the 6 questions were, what was my favorite team before the Dallas Cowboys? What day of the week was I born? What time of day was I born? What was the price of gas during that time? What was the number one song on the Billboard Top 100? And what significant ecological event happened that year? So, there, you now know the 6 questions that my mom had come up with to ask. So, yeah, have fun with that. You guys do have the internet. You can look them all up. Well, for the most part, you can look them all up. Pretty sure you're not gonna, I was actually trying to stop myself from yawning right there. Pretty sure you're not going to know what the actual time I was born was. I mean, if you guess the actual, like, period of time, I'd accept that. Because you need to be like, again, be like shooting a bullet through a pinhole. You know, that's how, like, narrow you'd have to be in order to figure it out. But, yeah. Wow, it's weird that the actual day I was supposed to be born can really bring a lot out of me. So yeah, that happened. Actually, I want to see if there's a new One Piece manga chapter out yet. Probably should be. Is there? No, not yet. We're probably going to be getting something along the lines of like the spoilers a little bit later. But there's no way we're going to be getting anything right now. Shame. I would have loved to have done a reaction video. But that's not the case. Oh well. Yeah. Man. You know, it's weird. Like, yesterday is easily the earliest I went. I went to bed before 9. And it was like almost 10 after 6 when I finally got out of bed. It's weird. Like, what am I doing? I don't know. That's actually why I'm a little bit late today in starting this video. I mean, I'm going to try and upload as soon as possible, but, you know, you just gotta take care of everything else. Gotta get moving, you know. Gotta get moving and grooving. Yeah. I guess in terms of plans I have today, I do have laundry to do. Probably do that. That'd be apropos for me to do as well. We clean up a little bit. You know, just sort of go through my relaxing day, I suppose. I mean, again, as long as it's winter, as long as stuff like Rita's is closed, you know, you still have the winter drag that we have, but I don't necessarily mind. I mean, I've had 30 years to get used to it. If I'm not used to it yet, then why am I still... I know why I'm still physically here. But, you know, no point of complaining about it now. Yeah. Seriously, though, if any of you guys really want to answer any of those questions, I'd love to see what you think they are. That'd be quite interesting. I mean, again, you already got one of them, pretty much. I mean, you'd have to be living under a rock to not know the one involving football, so that'd be nice. Although, looking back on it, well, here's the thing. I actually could have had more questions to be asked. It's just that this was a relatively small get-together, like, maybe, like, barely over a dozen people. You know what? I always said this. One of my all-time dreams is to have, like, a big old party and get, like, the good people with horse heads together, and get the good people, and get my brothers Trinity Pond together, so they meet up and become friends. Possibly Peace Macarons would be catering to some capacity. I don't know. Well, I would get Raiders, obviously. Yeah, why not? If I was big and rich and famous, I'd get Peace Macarons. Why not? That'd be pretty sweet. If I ever have that party, and it involves my birthday, like specifically me, I would totally have like a lot more questions than the ones I had already asked here. So, yeah, that'd be pretty sweet, huh? Although, fun fact about Peas Macarons, I've actually been following them. No kidding. They have perfected the vegan macaron. Ta-da! Like, I was trying to make it sound, like flashing good. Let me try it. The vegan macaron. That sounds a little bit better. Now all they need to do is mass produce, and they're going. They will have literally cornered the market on all things vegan macaron related if they mass produce it. So, peas macarons, where'd you go? Yeah, that's all I have to say for right now. Like, favorite, share, that subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, notifications on YouTube. I am very humbled to make this video for all of you guys who watch the door for today. I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday. Remember, if you guys want to talk to someone who's going to be here, London here, and I'll always have your back. Take care. Make good choices. See ya.